This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Hello and welcome to News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. I'm Ramnath and our top story today, engineering seats up for sale. Merchants of education selling seats by the hundreds for lakhs and lakhs of rupees, and that too at one of the premier engineering education institutions of not only the state but the country. And at the receiving end of all this and this mega scam, hard-working students who have scored high but did not get admitted to the course they want. We will bring you all that and more in this 1-hour special bulletin, but first a look at the headlines. The Chief Minister reacts to NDTV Hindu's expose on the engineering seats for sale in Anna University, forms a committee and promises action.
அதற்கான ஒரு கமிட்டி போடப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. அந்த கமிட்டி அதை பற்றி விசாரித்து நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கும்.
Hard-working students at the receiving end of the scam, they pin their hope on the committee.
This initiative is really a good one.
I'm not sure how effective this council would be.
But these merchants of education, the agents and the touts are still at large. How will the committee crack down on this menace? 8 schools pulled up for charging excess fees. Govind Rajan panel recommends de-recognition. DMK strongman MK Arigiri takes the battle into Jayalalitha's constituency, says AIDMK will be sent home in 1 year, but AIDMK workers react sharply. And playing with NBA players may not be just an American dream anymore. There could be an NBA team playing right here in Chennai. Well, those were the top stories we're tracking, but first a look at now the national headlines. After meeting with the Reddy brothers in Delhi, the Karnataka Chief Minister backs his cabinet colleague, says they are not responsible for illegal mining. Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says he will come to India only for talks if they are result-oriented, not for a leisure trip. I have my father's blessing, maintains Jagan Reddy. A day after the Congress High Command suspends a close aid, he will go ahead with the yatra. First India Test Lanka in a goal will be Muttiah Muralidharan's last. He needs 8 more wickets to touch the 800
Murali, chucks it like a dream.
And Bollywood actor Priyanka Chopra turns a year older to celebrate a low-key birthday. Well, a day after NDTV Hindu reported the loopholes in the admission process for engineering courses, the Tamil Nadu government has appointed a committee to carry out investigations. 2 quick scandals have shaken both the students and the authorities. But some students are angry and still not sure if the new committee will do its job. Our reporters Shabir Ahmed and Minal Shah get us the story.
In an unprecedented move, Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi personally inspected a counselling centre in Chennai for engineering courses. The admission process has been hit by 2 quick scandals, first the fake mark sheets and the latest.
We are taking an admission for Anna University. Okay. That one is my quota is over. 18 lakhs capitation.
18 lakhs for Anna University.
Campus, inside campus.
Engineering seats on offer for cash, exposed by NDTV Hindu.
Getting admission to a top college is just a 2-day job with the right moolah. Our education reporter Minal Shah investigated one such agent, and what she found out was quite shocking.
As angry reactions started pouring in,
the agents, they really take off the right of the student.
Because of these agents, despite of getting good marks also, I'm not able to get in a preferable college.
To control the damage quickly, the state government's assurance to clean up the system came from highest level, the Chief Minister himself.
அதற்கான ஒரு கமிட்டி போடப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. அந்த கமிட்டி அதை பற்றி விசாரித்து நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கும். இதில் முக்கியமாக சொல்ல வேண்டியது ஏமாறுகின்றவர்களை பற்றி நாம் கவலைப்படுவதை விட ஏமாறுகின்றவர்கள் தான் ஜாகிரதையாக இருக்க வேண்டும் என்பதை நான் எடுத்து சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன்.
As the first phase of counselling is underway, The government's assurance certainly brings relief to deserving students who are worried that they could lose out to education mafia.
I think this initiative should be effective. Let's see how this is going to be.
I think government should have taken the step a little bit earlier, but fine, they have taken this at least now.
The Chief Minister's assurance has raised expectations among the student community, but we'll have to wait and see if this recently formed new committee will be effective in curbing this racket, or will it just be another eyewash? In Chennai, with Shabir Ahmed, Minal Shah, NDTV Hindu.
Well, that was a special report there by our reporter Minal Shah, who did break that story yesterday about that sale of the engineering seats. Now, I have with me for more on that here in our studio ex-Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Dr. Kalanidhi, and also Ms. Sudha Ramalingam, Senior Advocate at the Madras High Court, a strong voice against such corrupt practices. Now, we're also taking live callers today. But before we talk to you, sir and madam, and before we take those calls, we spoke to D. Suresh Kumar earlier, senior education journalist who has been tracking college education for a long time now. We spoke to him about this issue. Now, let's take his answers first. First, coming to the claims that selling seats is not possible at the Anna University, Mr. Kalanidhi here Dr. Kalanidhi here also feels that it's probably not possible. Let's hear his reaction to that, the fact that something like that is not possible in Anna University.
Well, Dr. Kalanidhi is right in a way in saying that seats in Anna University cannot be sold in the manner that it is being sold in the self-financing colleges. However, the bigger question is when you still have a VVIP quota through which students can join the Anna University despite scoring low marks, it leaves the system open for manipulation. And that is why you have touts who claim that they can get you a seat in Anna University for 15 lakh or 18 lakh rupees. So unless this VVIP quota is abolished, you will have situations like this where parents, especially the gullible ones, would end up paying money to touts and then being cheated.
Now, the role of colleges is something which is in question. These private colleges and probably authorities in state-run colleges and universities as well. Now, this is what Suresh Kumar's take is on what the role he thinks colleges exactly play in the sale of engineering seats.
Well, so far as the Anna University is concerned, I think they are certainly above board and you don't have racketeers on the campus. But in the self-financing colleges, I think many managements are privy to this deal. They encourage agents to find students for them because Tamil Nadu has close to 500 engineering colleges now. And as a result of this, they are not able to find students. You have about 20 deemed universities which offer engineering courses. And therefore, many self-financing colleges I know openly encourage agents and even students, senior students to bring in freshers. And for this, the agents get a commission. And therefore, you have these agents who project institutions as the best destination for students and then lure them into the trap.
Now, the Chief Minister has assured action, but we have seen many committees earlier that have not proved very effective. Let's listen to what Mr. Suresh Kumar has to say about that.
See, the first place, let me tell you that the committee that has been constituted under the chairmanship of Professor M.S. Pallichami is a very belated move because most of the capitation money has already been paid. Self-financing colleges have already admitted students after taking several lakh rupees as capitation and also charging a heavy fee. It's a belated move in that sense. But in the past also we have had committees. Last year we had a committee which went on raiding engineering colleges and claimed that they have seized very sensitive and incriminating documents against colleges. It's been a year now, nothing has happened. This shows that the committee was just an eyewash last year. Therefore, I suggest that the government must first set up a nodal office wherein parents can lodge complaints, students can lodge complaints, and this committee can then look at the issues. But the bigger problem here is whether the parents will go on record to lodge a complaint, because in many cases, as we know, it is the parents who end up paying money to colleges on their own rather than the colleges luring them sometimes.
Well, a very valid point by Mr. Suresh Kumar there about the involvement, the effective involvement of the parents as well. But so does that mean that the committee which has been formed today may not be that strong enough, and this despite the Chief Minister's backing? Well, this is what he had to say.
I think the Chief Minister's assurance of action on the basis of the committee's probe will only bring in some sort of a cosmetic action and not an entire holistic action that will forever prevent such kind of instances. I think at best the person who's been caught on camera promising a seat in the Anna University for a particular sum could be arrested, but beyond that I don't expect them to go after the big guns. And again, you have a system where it's a judicial process. You just can't take action against institutions just like that. You need solid evidence, and you need to follow that up with legal backing. So it's a tall order.
Yes, tall order, as Mr. Suresh Kumar puts there, when you need solid evidence. So back to us, to you in the studios here, ma'am, Dr. Kalanidhi and Senior Advocate Sudha Ramalingam. First, I mean, to keep this incident in focus. Now, sir, you have told us earlier that you don't really think something of this sort, a sale of seats, so to say, is not possible in Anna University. Why do you actually feel, sir? Do you really think it's not possible in Anna University?
No, because we fix number of seats in the syndicate, and then those number of seats we put it in the computer and then open it up for everybody to come and see. And every day the counseling goes on, and whoever takes seat, not only he knows which seat, which college he has taken, all others can also watch which seat he is taking from which college and which branch, and therefore it is an open thing that's happening there.
All right.
Now,
okay. You're smiling there, ma'am. Yes, tell me, please.
I'm really, there's this governor's quota, the government quota, VC quota, so many other quotas for some of the employees' children. All these things are put on sale. You have also caught it on camera. It is really, I mean, I feel it's wrong to also say that it is not available for sale. It is available for sale. It's also shown there. And I know at least an instance of an engineering student who has passed out from Anna University purchasing the seat on this basis even about 7 years back.
So that's, there you have it, sir. I mean, okay, understood the fact that you are an ex-vice chancellor with the Anna University, but then still, sir, we have it on camera. We also have a couple of other people telling us that this is possible, this has been happening. She also, a very respected lawyer here, she's also telling that she's aware of such cases being happening. How do you really justify the fact that...
I'm now saying...
For example, the VVIP quota, it is possible possibly.
Now that Madam has said about this candidate, one fellow whom she knows, collect that information, we will start there. And then we will start the process and then start the probe.
If the initial understanding of senior officials is something similar to yours, saying that this is not possible, then obviously don't you think a probe cannot actually reach anywhere if you start on the wrong premise?
You see, now Madam has said that a candidate is available who has purchased the seat.
But they are not going to say, I know that.
No, we will catch hold of that candidate. From there you start the game.
I mean,
if that is true, you start the game there.
You can start the game with the person on the camera. You have caught it.
Exactly. We can start. So also probably this is where the role of the parents also come in. The big problem here is probably that parents are actually willing to pay lakhs and lakhs of rupees and go the wrong way, even though their students, their children possibly don't deserve this. How far do you think the role of parents goes in this entire mess actually?
You see, I know one institution, SSN College. That SSN College, if somebody says that seats are available for sale, nobody will believe. Even if agent says that seats are available, nobody will believe, because year after year, they don't admit any candidate by collecting any money. It's a proven fact. MEPCO Engineering College in Sivakasi. So like this, there are few institutions which maintains their name and integrity. I only want more such institutions to come forward and maintain their integrity on their own voluntarily, rather than we put lot of restrictions, and by the time you put the restrictions, they say that you don't have any right.
All right, sir. We are also having live callers in today. We have our first caller on the show today, Perumal from Krompet. Perumal, please go ahead. Perumal?